Alright guys, today we're going to be on the topic of Elias Pettersson. It's September 4th today. We are now 9 days away from training camp. How are we this close to hockey once again, guys? It honestly feels like this offseason has been pretty short. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I've been creating content, but it seems pretty short. However, the topic of Elias Pettersson. Elias Pettersson, I think a lot of people saw it coming. I think it was something that he needed to do in order to elevate his game to the next level. But Elias Pettersson has put on some serious gains, some serious mass this offseason. So I've been recently seeing this kind of a meme. I don't know if you want to call it a meme, but it is comparing Elias Pettersson to Captain America. And so I'll put up the graphic right now. Elias Pettersson on the left right there. I believe that is when he was signing his entry-level contract. I may be wrong on that, but that is him. And then on the right, we see Elias Pettersson from a video, which I believe was a YouTube video from a couple weeks ago of him doing his home tour in Sweden. And if you're a Canucks fan, you may just be exactly like me, where you're pretty frustrated because you really want to watch the video, but it is entirely in Swedish. And there's no subtitles. What the heck? But as you can see from these videos, but as you can see from these pictures, there is a massive difference in Elias Pettersson. Like, I see like a 15-pound muscle gain here. Elias Pettersson's biggest critique last season is just that he wasn't strong enough. He had kind of a boy's body, he was lanky, and he just didn't have the strength to either stay healthy or just to, I guess, kind of stick up for himself. And for the most part, I think Elias Pettersson did a really good job. You know, he has a kind of the ability to snake away, dodge checks, or whatever. It wasn't a huge issue, besides, of course, the Matheson choke slam, of course, but that was just kind of a freak accident in general. If Elias Pettersson went out and didn't train and gain a bunch of muscle this offseason, I still think he'd be a very good player. But the fact that he was able to just kind of proves that he might be able to elevate his game to a level that we just can't even comprehend. We've seen it before where lots of kind of skinny, lanky guys, especially at a very young age, they have a very hard time putting on a lot of muscle mass. It's something, it sounds easier than it is, but for lots of people, their metabolism, so many things just keep them away from gaining so much weight. Elias Pettersson is not a small guy. Like, I mean in terms of height. He's coming around 6'2", and I think when he was drafted, he was around 160 pounds. That is just very lanky. So if Elias Pettersson, and I think it is even sitting in his draft here, was able to go up into the 180, 190 range, he would be a completely different player. Heading into last season, Elias Pettersson was still around 170 pounds. He only gained around 5-10 pounds from his draft year, and there were still some concerns with his size. So the fact that Elias Pettersson this offseason obviously has trained so well and has clearly put on I would say around 15 pounds of muscle, that could be huge for his game, which only excites me more for next season. If Elias Pettersson's only critique was his size and muscle, and he went out in his first season and already accomplished, Elias Pettersson is just such a hard worker, and I respect just the fact that he can do this over one offseason just makes me respect him even more than I already did. But if that is the one barrier that so many people critiqued him on, and he went out there and fixed it within his first offseason, after his first season in the NHL, first of all, that shows so much to his character. This guy is a great character person, but it also just goes to show that he personally is really trying to elevate his game, and he knew it. He personally knew that that was the one barrier. It is definitely no secret, and in fact, EP, he even admitted it himself, was that he, over the duration of the season, he eventually got tired. Endurance was kind of an issue. Obviously, come from Sweden, they don't play as much hockey. Well, within a season, within the SHL, they don't play as many games. And over the season, he just felt tired. And Elias Pettersson, adding all this muscle and training so hard, is really going to fix this issue. And I think we already expected him to come out and have a much better season than last year because he's really a superstar in the making. But the fact that he does this, I can't stress it enough, just shows that we have a superstar in the making on our team. And I kind of always thought that weight would always be a lingering issue with Elias Pettersson. It wouldn't be a massive issue where it would really be his downfall, but I thought it would be kind of something hindering him back from being, I guess, just a superstar player. Johnny Gaudreau is a great example of that, you know, he's on the very end of the spectrum. He's a lot smaller than, I think he's only like 5'8", 5'7". I met him in person. He says he's 5'9" on like a lot of websites, but he's definitely like 5'7" max. And for someone like Johnny Gaudreau, you know, size will never be his strength. And a lot of people felt that way about Elias Pettersson. And so the fact that, again, he can gain that weight is going to be a massive, massive improvement in terms of his, I guess, durability and his endurance. And then, of course, Petey responds and he says, "I'm bigger, but I'm not like Captain America," which is pretty funny and very exciting. But anyways, guys, what do you think about EP's gains this offseason? Is he going to be a different player next season? Can we see him elevate his game further than what we had previously expected? Let me know what you guys think down below. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for all your support. The Canucks season is just around the corner, and I am unbelievably excited. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys later.